So, the Obama administration has now decided that Syria's use of chemical weapons crosses a red line. As a result, the United States will supply the opposition with small arms and ammunition. This strikes me as a risky decision. Too little to have a real impact and enough to commit the United States in a complex civil war. First, let's be clear. This will not ease the humanitarian nightmare unfolding in Syria. The opposition forces will now have some more arms and they will fight back, presumably killing more of the regime's soldiers and supporters. So levels of violence might well rise, not decline. What exactly is the objective of this policy shift? Is it the defeat of Assad? If so, can such a small shift in American support for the opposition really do that? The opposition forces are disorganized. Joshua Landis, the Syria scholar at the University of Oklahoma, estimates that there are 1,000 militias that make up the rebel forces. Such a decentralized opposition would need a lot more than just small weapons and ammunition to succeed. It would need training, organization, centralization. Now, if they did succeed, that would be a good outcome. But it would almost certainly mean that the various opposition militias would then begin a massacre of the Alawites, the sect that the Assad regime comes from. It's unclear what would happen to the Christians and Kurds who have tended to stay neutral in this conflict, but they too might feel the wrath of the newly empowered Sunni militias. The Alawites, the Christians, and the Kurds collectively make up about a third of Syrians, so this could become a large, many-cornered struggle. And remember, with 180,000 troops in Iraq, the United States could not stop massacres, ethnic cleansing, and massive human rights violations. We are now planning to achieve lofty aims in Syria with almost no means. The most likely scenario is that this small step up in American assistance will not make much difference. At that point, pressure will build on the administration. John McCain will make speeches saying, now America's credibility is on the line. Having supported the opposition, we have to ensure that they succeed. The administration will face a choice between seeming ineffectual or plunging deeper into a complex and bloody civil war. Now, it is possible that the administration can just stand pat and do the little that it is doing. That would be a clever, effective, brutal strategy to bleed America's enemies. Contrary to much of the media commentary, the fact that Iran and Hezbollah are sending militias, arms, and money into Syria is not a sign of strength. It is a sign that they are worried that the regime might fall and are desperately seeking to shore it up. Keeping them engaged and pouring resources into Syria bleeds them, it weakens them substantially. But can the United States pursue such a cold-blooded strategy of realpolitik, which would have huge human costs? Bill Clinton recently said that he favored some kind of American intervention in Syria because sometimes it's just best to get caught trying as long as you don't overcommit. That suggests that supporters of intervention see it as some kind of symbolic policy to show that we care. But this is like trying to get a little bit pregnant. The outcome is rarely what you want.